smart shopping tips, community events, and the newest trends. Now, let's chat.
Good morning, I'm Andy Santoro. Chip Chapman is here. He will be helping me in the show today. It's so good to have with me my very good friend, C. Mark Warren with Warren and Griffin, and my friend Judge Russell Bean to talk about distracted driving. Thank you so much for coming on to the show.
Thank you, Andy, for having us. Ain't it good to be alive and be in Tennessee?
It is. Go Vols.
Go Vols.
That's a beautiful day.
You're getting better.
I'm getting better.
It's not Vols, okay?
Oh,
it's
wait.
Vols.
Vols.
It's a short of.
Like y'all.
Vols. Yes.
Vols.
Go Vols.
I sound so funny saying it.
So go Vols. Go Vols.
Okay.
You're improving, though.
Thank you.
Vols is an animal.
Yeah, vole. Isn't that a mole? A vole and a mole, or is it a vole?
We're easily distracted, aren't we? You know? And that gets us back to distracted driving. Okay?
Wow,
Which
perfection.
is April is Distracted Driving Month. And there's really nothing that causes more accidents with teenagers than the cell phone. And so during April, every April for the last 9 or 10 years, we have had a never text and drive day at the law firm.
Right.
And we serve free lunch and we give the pledge, and Judge Bean will be there to give the pledge. And once you take the pledge, you spin the wheel, you can win some swag, some t-shirts, koozies, and occasionally some cash, you know. And there's some pictures on the screen that shows cash winners of taking the pledge and spinning the wheel.
You do such good work in the community, coming on our show and other shows promoting what you do. Now tell me, Judge Bean, what is your compassion? Why do you feel pulled to promote an event like this?
Well, I was city judge for 22 years and we had all kinds of different cases, but what I zoomed in on was the young drivers. They would come up in front of me. A lot of them had been injured. Some of them had lost their life, and the other ones were in the car. And I always thought about the fact that when I'd send them to defensive driving school, that's after the fact, and I wanted to try to do more before the fact and try to get involved in things like that. And of course, with Warren and Griffin, it's just been wonderful, because when I retired, I was worried that I wouldn't be able to help anymore, and they have helped so much. For the things that I saw. And as Mark said, distracted driving was one of the main things. Speed also in young drivers, and their distractions, and following too close, a lot of times. So those things were what young drivers need to be taught, and so I'm still we're going with Warren and Griffin.
That's wonderful. Tell us a little bit more about the pledge. I'd like to take the pledge.
You're going to take the pledge. Judge Bean is going to give you the pledge. The pledge simply says, you know, that you're going to put the phone down and focus on driving.
It's
and
hard.
Distracted driving is not only the phone, it's sometimes eating at McDonald's in the car.
I don't know if you remember, I told you I was in a bad car accident because I was eating a Wendy's cheeseburger.
That's it, honey.
Yeah.
You know, you just really
I looked at it.
Yeah. Well,
I didn't want mayo.
Yeah, I didn't want mayo. You know, and really, if you're doing that for 5 seconds, Andy, you can drive the length of a football field like your eyes were closed.
Right.
It just takes 5 seconds.
I went away in an ambulance. They had to cut clothes off and shave my head and everything.
I'm so sorry.
I'm okay.
And how old were you when
19,
you did?
and I was driving to work.
And really, you know, that's the danger age right there.
So, what you said, it wasn't texting. Texting is a bad addiction.
Yes.
Changing the song, even playing with a map.
Right, absolutely.
But this was eating, which you don't always think of distracted.
Right, that or putting on makeup. I don't know about Judge Bean.
Are you watching me?
Yeah, putting on makeup, you know. And also, you know, having other teenagers in the car. That is a quotient for increased risk when you have other teenagers in the car, because they are also a distraction to the driver. You know? So as parents, you have to be good role models and have an honest conversation with your teen that if you get a ticket, don't call a lawyer and try to get out of it. Judge Bean was very good because he would take the opportunity of a youngster getting a ticket as a teaching moment.
Good. That's what it's for.
Absolutely.
Not just to run through the dockets.
I know for a fact this man right here saves lives.
Well, thank you.
Thank you. 22 years, he saved lives because what he did in the courtroom.
Right.
We had a video up, and it was a horrible video. It was these 3 teenagers that were coming down the road, and they ran across and hit a school bus head on. It killed all 3 of them, and it was like within 2 seconds. You know, I mean, the distraction.
Yes, right.
And I always used to tell them that 60% of the young people that die in car wrecks are passengers. So it's very, very important for that driver to realize that the people that they love, their life is in their hands as they drive. So they need to watch their speed, they need to stay back from cars, and they need to not be distracted.
Well,
let's take the pledge right now.
Yeah, let's talk about the, what do I do? Do I,
you're
going to raise your right hand?
Oh
right
my
hand,
gosh,
Andy.
how exciting. Right,
Okay,
I had to
good.
think.
All right.
Okay. I do solemnly swear
I do solemnly swear
that I'll protect lives
that I'll protect lives
by never texting
by never texting
or talking on the phone while driving.
or talking on the phone while driving.
Be a good passenger
Be a good passenger
and speak out
and speak out
if the driver in the car
if the driver in the car
is distracted. And I will encourage my family
And I will encourage my family
and friends
to
drive phone free.
phone free.
Congratulations.
Thank you, Andy,
Thank
for taking
you.
the pledge.
Yes,
Come see us April the 26th.
I will.
Not this Friday, but next Friday.
I'll bring
okay?
my boys.
We have free lunch.
Free lunch.
Free
I love
lunch.
free food.
From 11 to 2, April the 26th.
That was moving. That was a little emotional for me. I'm going to take this seriously. I've told you I struggle with it, if I'm honest. So thank you for coming on.
Thank you, Andy.
You're fun, but you also do a lot of really good work.
Okay, well, thank you.
So head on over to warrenandgriffin.com. Give them a call, 423-226-4878 Hertz, and learn more about this wonderful pledge you can do. Thank you again. April 26th is pledge date, and free lunch. That's
Free
wonderful.
lunch. Come on over.
Thank you again for coming on.
Thank you, Andy.